All right, hello, and welcome to my show. It's the best thing I could say. All right, let me tell you a little about me. My name is Frank Silvestro. I'm here to share some of my successful actions. So I've run a couple of businesses. Things like I did computer consulting in the past. I did title searching. What else did I do? I sold sneakers on eBay. So the funniest thing about these things is not the funniest thing, but the thing I tried to handle on these things is I tried to create more time for myself. You know, do these businesses, and I could do that. But funny enough, they all succeeded, and it took time away from me because I had to do these businesses. So, but there are definitely successful actions that I did that grew these businesses successfully. Okay, and I want to tell you about them. All right, so here we go. This is not the first one. Actually, this is a little bit of a mindset. All right, the mindset about this is you have to have a goal. That's the first thing. You have to have a goal. Now, a goal is something that you reach. It's not things that you do. It's something that you wind up having. Like, for example, graduated college, for example, or high school, whatever. That's a thing, all right? You got a diploma. That's a thing. It's a goal. You reached it, all right? A goal would be very silly, like you're going to your family's house for a holiday, okay? So the goal is to reach your family's house, right? That's the goal. It's a done. The other thing is then you have to have a purpose. Well, why are you doing the thing that you want to do? Well, I'm bringing up college because it's a very simple thing. Well, I want to graduate college, because I want to become a doctor. Okay, good. That's a purpose also. Maybe you graduate college. Boom, it's a done. Okay, good. I'm bringing up those things first because it's important, and you'll see as I go on, all right? The other part of it is that happiness, your happiness, and this is woven into here, has to do with overcoming obstacles and barriers to fulfill that purpose in order to reach that goal. Okay, makes sense. So you get like a win. You get a win I achieved that goal. I achieved that goal, and ultimately you get to where you want to go. Okay, so this is important. So here is one thing that I want to tell you about. All right. This is not one of the 5 steps, but this is important, okay? It's something, I gave you the teaser a few days ago, it's something I call the reflective universe. Now, what does that mean? That means that which you put out, you get back. So what I want you to do, here's a little exercise. What I want you to do, if you can, you might be watching this on your phone, so it might not be a good thing. I don't know if you're near a mirror, but you'll get the idea. Like, go on your phone, your cell phone, and put it on camera facing you, stick out your tongue to yourself and go, okay? Now you stuck out your tongue. Now what was the response that you got back? You got back the response of someone sticking out their tongue to you. Okay, I don't know if you liked it or not. That's up to you. But that's that. Or make a mad face, you go, okay. And that's what you get back. Or you could smile at yourself, right? You smile and you go, and that's what you get back to yourself, all right? Why am I saying this? Because you have to treat your life, whatever you put out, you get back. So if you're going to be a cranky knucklehead, then you know what? You're going to get cranky knuckleheads coming back at you. That's what you'll get. If you're going to be really nice to people, you'll get really nice things coming back. So this is not only with business, but it goes across your entire life, with your wife, with your boyfriend, with your family, your mother, your father, your sister, whomever. Okay? So that's just a little philosophy of just how to treat everything going forward. Okay? So here's the formula for success, the 5 steps to achieve success. Here it comes, all right? You have to work your butt off. There's no way around it. You have to work. Okay? And no matter what it is, no matter what you're doing, even if it's a marriage or relationship, you know what? You have to work at it. You always have to work at it. All right? Like if you're in a marriage, it's not like you get married, okay, I'm married and that's it, I'm done. I'm done creating. That's not true. You have to always create. That's what you do. You create, you work at it. Okay? Although this is a focus for business, but success is not only business. Success has to do with every aspect of your life. All right? Your success with your marriage, your success with your children, your success with your family, whatever. Okay? It goes across the whole thing. So you have to always work at it. And it's not always blue skies. Yeah, I'm wearing blue because I advocate blue skies, but it's not always blue skies as you know it. Work is not always blue skies, and the marriage is not always blue skies, but you work through it. Now, I'm going to go back to it, but if you didn't have a purpose and a goal, it would just be drudgery. Like if, whatever, you're doing something that you don't really want to do, it would be horrible. So that's why it's important that you have a purpose and you have a goal. It makes the dark days not so bad. You know why you're doing it. And the other thing is, this falls under hard work, is being productive, producing a product on whatever that is. In your business, you produce a product, whatever that is. You get it out to your customer. It's done. They give you money. You give them the product. It's production. Or there are things that are leading up to production in your business. Like I have to get this done. I have to get this done. I have to get it done. There are things that you do that to get dones. So get dones. Okay. Accomplishments. When you do accomplishments, you feel much better about yourself. You feel enthusiastic and you feel confident, right? When you've done that in the past, you've experienced things and you've gotten accomplishments. When you completed things, you felt good, right? So that's important that you get dones, not going chasing shiny pennies and shiny objects. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. And not doing any dones. That'll just not make you happy. And here's the last part of the work hard, all right, is be good at whatever you do. Don't be a dilettante. Well, what is a dilettante? A dilettante is someone who just dabbles in something. Yeah, I'll just put my left pinky or left toe in something. Don't do that. If you're going to do something, you do it. Do it to the fullest extent. Get all in on it. Be all in, right? So, you study whatever you need to study, and you learn whatever you need to learn, and you apply and you practice what you need to do. You become good at it. Like become an expert at whatever you do. Be a professional whatever you do and be good at it. Okay, so that comes all under the heading of work hard, be industrious, as we call it. Work hard. Okay, so that's the first step. So here's step 2 of achieving success. You have to be ethical. And what does that mean? That means you have to do things that you believe are right. As far as doing anything illegal, I'm not even talking about that. I am like 10 cuts above that. Illegal doesn't even enter the picture. So don't even do that. All right? That's not part of the picture. So don't even do that. But ethical has to do with what is good for many people. So what you think may be good for you, but not good for your wife or your kids or your group or things like that, is not an ethical thing. Okay, it's what's got to be good for you and all aspects of your life. Your life is not just you. Okay, I want to make that important. Okay, so when you do business, it's not about you; it's about them. Okay. You can't work your 5 days a week and you go out on drinking binges on the weekend and you get wasted, okay? It's just not going to work. It's not what successful people do. I guarantee people like Grant Cardone or whatever don't do those things. They just don't. I know they don't do those things. So you have to be ethical in every part of your life, not just with business, but personally, with your family, things along those lines. Treat people the way you would want to be treated and don't do things to them that you wouldn't want done to yourself. It's very simple, okay? So that's part of ethics. And also the other part is take care of yourself. This is important. Get sleep. Eat well. Don't eat garbage because you are the engine that drives your life. So treat yourself very well. There's nothing wrong with that. Get sleep. Eat good. Okay, and exercise. All these things are important. And if you look at all these guys that are very successful, that's what they do. They eat well, they get exercise, although they work out 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. I have to work that one in somehow. You work that out, all right? And here's the last part of being ethical, I think anyway. When you give something of high value. When you give something to your customers, make them think they got a great deal on it. Wow, I got a lot more than I asked for. That's what you do. And again, this goes with every part of your life. Even your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or girlfriend, like, give them flowers, take them out for dinner, be extra nice to them. This is what you do. Go above and beyond what you think you should be doing. That's really delivering a high value to, and you know what? Deliver high value to yourself too. Treat yourself well. Wow, I went out for this, but I did this, and that. I really treated myself well. Whatever. Go for a massage. Go for whatever it is. Treat yourself well. Be excessive in your value that you give. All right, make sense? Okay, good. So that falls under this heading of being ethical. Okay, that was the second step. Okay, third step. Find, an already existing technology that you have seen already works, that you have seen with your own eyes, not from what other people are saying. Okay? Like, what does that mean? Like direct observation. Okay, a person could tell you that the car has started, is on. Okay, and you could believe it. Or not, it's up to you, right? Or you can go and directly observe that, yes, I walked over to the car, I see the engine rolling, and so the car is on. That is direct observation. So whenever you look for a particular technology, and that's not necessarily technology meaning computers also, because business administration, for example, has its own technology too. Okay, it doesn't have to be computers, but it's a technology that works from your own observation. Now, how do you observe this? Okay, let's look at Apple Computer, for example. Apple. Okay, they obviously have a successful business technology because Apple is huge. It's huge. You don't have to. It's a no-brainer. It's a direct observation. You don't have to ask someone about Apple's administrative technology. Is very successful. I don't know what technology they use, but it's very successful. If you can find out what that is, then of course, use it. There's a technology for everything. I keep going back to marriage and children and things like that because it's a big item for people also. There is a technology of marriage, of how to have a successful marriage. There is a successful technology of how to raise your children. Okay, it is out there. Okay. So you find it by direct observation. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to go through life. This is the fourth one, by the way. Okay, the fourth step. You don't have to go through life reinventing the wheel. That is the school of hard knocks. You don't have to do that. Well, let's try this. Well, that didn't work. Let's try this. That didn't work. Let's try that. That worked. You get very old very fast, and you don't get very far. People have, and there is successful technology out there, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel, okay? Just find it and stick to it, and stick to that technology, okay, if it works, okay? So that's 4 of them, okay? So here's the last one. Last one, number 5. Keep track of what you're doing. This is important. Now, why do you want to keep track of what you're doing? Because at some time in the future, something, as always does, is not going to go as well as it was, okay? And you're going to want to look back at, well, what was my successful action that I did at that time? So, or you stopped doing something, or you started doing something, or whatever it is. Now, this could be anything. This could be, let's say you're trying to lose weight, for example, okay? And you're keeping track of it in a diary, a log of some sort, and you're keeping track of everything you ate and you didn't eat in a log, okay? And you're doing well, you're losing weight, and a month from now, you realize, oh my God, I gained 3 pounds. How did that happen? So something changed in that scenario. So it's, instead of thinking back, okay, what the hell did I do? Okay, I don't remember. That's the worst. I don't remember. You go back in your log or your diary, whatever, and you see what you did. Okay, I didn't need this. I cut out this. I cut out the carbs. I cut out this. I stopped going to AOE with my friend who's a bad influence. I stopped drinking beer. Whatever, which adds calories. Whatever it is. So you keep track of what you did. Same thing in business. You watch kind of what's happening, and you realized my income is not as good as it was a month ago. Well, what did I do a month ago that created the income that I'm not doing now? So you look back in your log and you see what you did. So I go, and so do that again because it worked. So you do that again. This is pretty straightforward, pretty simple, but you'd be surprised how many of us don't do that. I do that now, okay? You'd be surprised how many people don't do that. So these are very simple things. So these are 5 steps to achieve success. This is a formula for success. So I'll recap on these, all right? So before the first one, so you have to have a goal and a purpose. This is important. This is underlying everything and drives everything. I'm recapping on everything, okay? So those things are important. And then you have to get through the barriers. Those are important. Get through your barriers. But if you have a goal and a purpose, you'll get through those barriers. No doubt, because you know why you're doing it. Okay, and of course there's the reflective universe. What you put out, you get. That's just as simple as that. So be nice, work hard, and give people lots of value from yourself, okay? And sometimes you don't get it back, you think. But you just keep putting value out there, keep putting value, and you know what? It's going to return to you in some way, in some fashion. It always does. That's just the way it works. Okay, so here's the 5 steps. Be industrious, work very hard, okay? That's step 1, okay? Step 2 is be ethical. Okay, with yourself, with your friends, with your clients, with your family, just be ethical and always do the right thing. Don't take shortcuts on this. It's not worth it. It has a recoil when you take shortcuts in terms of your ethical actions. Okay, so don't do it. It's not worth it. Okay, the third thing is, find a technology that works for what you are doing. Okay, it could be whatever it is you're doing. Your business, if you need help in your business, you find a business technology. If you're doing marketing, you find a marketing technology that always works. That works from your direct observation. That's what that is. Okay. The fourth one is and don't reinvent the wheel. Go out there and look what works. And lastly, number 5, keep track of what you're doing. That's all. Keep track of what you're doing. Keep a log. And you'll be surprised what you find. And it saves a lot of time to go back and see, okay, this is what I was doing that worked or didn't work or whatever. No, don't do that. Okay? My purpose for all this is I want you to be successful in every aspect of your life, not just business. And I want to be successful also in every aspect of my business. So as I grow, I'm going to share these things with you that were successful for me, that are successful for me, and are working. Okay? And what I would love for you to do is join my Facebook group. You'll get the link over there. I think it's over there. But check it out. I give this type of stuff, which can be helpful in your life as well. So it's worth joining because they help not just in business, but all over life. And, leave me messages on any wins, any realizations that you had on this. I really want to know. I really want to get some feedback on this whole thing. And I want to help you be very, very successful.